pretty stupid, wasn't it? Man, I'm such an idiot. The Big Short is directed and co-written by Adam McKay. It stars Christian Bale, Brad Pitt, Steve Carell, and Ryan Gosling. Now, I had no idea what to expect coming into this movie. It's based on a true story, and it follows the different individuals and groups who bet against the housing market after a single individual discovered that there was a credit bubble, which would occur in 2007, leading to potentially great profits by betting against the housing market. So, and as this plot unfolds, it really follows three different stories that are somewhat interrelated. And all three of these stories are really about the men who profited off of this financial crisis. So one of the stories follows Steve Carell's character, Mark Baum, and the men who he works with after they discover the potential for these huge profits from Ryan Gosling's character, Jared Vanette, who also doubles as the film's narrator. Brad Pitt's character, Ben Rickert, and the few younger guys that he works with is the second story it follows, after the two younger guys discover the credit bubble potential. And the third story follows Michael Berry, who is played by Christian Bale. So I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I'm well educated or well versed in anything to do with business or marketing, finances, Wall Street. I don't know much about any of that stuff. I know what a mortgage is, which is a huge part of this film. It's not the story itself or the way the story is conveyed that's challenging. It's the subject matter that is so challenging about this film. The greatest part about this film is that it acknowledges the fact that the average filmgoer is not going to be able to grasp all of this material, all these financial terms in the film. What it does do is it breaks the fourth wall throughout the entire film. And it does this many different ways, and it's very humorous. And to explain to the audience how some of these things work, what's going on in the film, because like I said, the average filmgoer is not going to understand these financial terms. But when they have these scenes of exposition to explain to you what's going on, or what it is that they're doing in the film, because we don't understand unless, like I said, you know finance. They use humor to do it, or they use a very easy to follow metaphor. It's very funny. It's done in a very humorous way, because this film it's a drama and it's a comedy. Brad Pitt, Christian Bale, Ryan Gosling, and Steve Carell are all in this film. Brad Pitt is good as usual, but he doesn't have a huge role. The two best parts of this film from an acting standpoint are Christian Bale and Steve Carell. Ryan Gosling also does a very good job, but the focus of the film is really on Steve Carell and Christian Bale's characters. And Christian Bale once again shows his method acting. I mean, this guy, there is nothing he is unwilling to do physically. I mean, he doesn't gain or lose a lot of weight for this role, but he just looks disheveled throughout the whole film. He just looks like a slob. And he plays a character who has Asperger's and is also a genius. He's just very eccentric, and Christian Bale plays him to a T. Steve Carell is fun to watch. He's so seriously funny. His character is dead serious, but everything he says and does, his delivery, is hilarious. It reminded me of a smarter version of Michael Scott. If Michael Scott wasn't an idiot, that's what this character would be. Another thing I have to note about this film is the way they filmed it. If you've seen The Office, how The Office is kind of filmed as a documentary, there are a lot of parts of this film where it really feels like it's a camera crew just kind of sitting there, the way they film it, sitting there and watching what's going on. And they kind of zoom in and out and focusing on the characters, which is very interesting. I was riveted by this story. How it unfolded with these uniquely and interesting characters, I really enjoyed it. I'm going to give this film an 8 out of 10. I'm hoping to go see The Revenant and The Hateful Eight soon. Unfortunately, they're both on a limited release this week, and neither comes out in my area. I'm hoping maybe by New Year's I'll get to see them. Also hoping to do something different from a film review sometime soon. I appreciate those who are supporting my channel. Until next time, Vince the Film Nerd. I'll see you later.